Y'all not ready for this?
We at it again.
Y'all not ready for this? We about to pop the collar.
Get your head out the window. Man, we at it again, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, young man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
How y'all feeling, bro?
Good.
That
Told y'all we got a
is
special guest.
crazy, bro. Told y'all we got a special guest. I'm about to blaze this.
Oh, that great spin though.
No, not me.
I'm about to blaze this.
Oh, go ahead, blaze it, man.
Yep.
Okay, you about to blaze it.
I'm about to do the old school.
Anybody want to buy this beat is for sale.
I feel to retreat, we must appeal. Chilling on the mic, you know it's me. I'm chilling with my man, his name is K3.
Okay.
I got truth, I got nice.
Yeah.
We about to hit you like a can of Sprite. Oh my God, I got the Sunny D.
Okay.
I'm chilling on the mic, it's Key Monty.
Oh.
Uh-oh, I'm about to pass it to my left. Uh-oh, I'm about to hit the elf. Uh-oh, you know I got that fire. We talked about my man, his name is Tiger.
Let's go.
Yo. Oh.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Well, I took the mic because somebody was scared to get the crowd so hyped, so I said I would do it then. Go ahead and have me play that violin. Take the juice, and then tell all of them the corner pocket. Then we going hard before we drop it like the socket. When you have the in the toaster, I don't know what I'm with that, but I'm a roaster. I like to ride over the coaster and to have fun. I'm like, yay, wee! All the time, done, yay, hey, I don't know. I'm just killing. That's the truth. And he be straight killing.
Yo, that's the full session, y'all. Let's go and get started.
Hold on, man. He said he's dropping just like a roaster. Man, we need you to take us on the Cedar Point roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there.
Say something true, bust loose, true.
Yeah, okay,
Do
I see
something
this.
true.
Turn my headphones up.
Turn my
I can't have this ear. You know, so let's go ahead and get this show started.
Bars.
Everybody playing bars. You heard them bars.
I didn't even say that, but it was bars.
That beat right there, bro. How y'all feeling, man?
Yo, man,
Sure.
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Man, we told y'all we had a special guest.
sir.
Y'all thought last episode was crazy? Wait till you see this one. Y'all not ready. Oh,
Yes.
goodness,
I'm
man.
feeling the energy right now. I'm trying to be too cool for school right now, but he getting me geeked over here. I'm starting shaking now. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Keep it going, baby.
Man.
Yes.
This guest right here, man, we've been trying to get him on for a while.
Wow.
He has
Yeah.
a busy schedule. He's
Yeah.
been doing lots of things. We're going to let him kind of introduce himself. I'm not going to introduce him. I'm going to just give you the name. But once you hear what this young man is doing, y'all going to be like, yo. But before we get into that, I'm going to introduce my crew here, man. How y'all been, man? How you been? Nice? How was
Yo,
your week,
yo,
bro?
you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here. You see I'm all dressed up. Now I just went to the Walmart. I have my pin loafers on and my tube socks. I had to go to the Walmart and get some toothbrush, man, and toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? I do so I want to get dressed up and do all that. You know what I'm saying? So
You said Walmart toothpaste and all
yeah,
that? Like you going
I
camping?
didn't go to Walmart. I went to the Walmart to
To
get
the
some
Walmart.
toothpaste. Yeah, you know, I went to the Walmart, man. I have my tube socks on and my penny loafers. But I had a nickel in the penny loafers.
I'm about to say, did you have a nickel on them, bro?
I didn't have nickel in there. It was nickel in there. It was nickel in my penny loafers, man. I was feeling lucky today, man. You know what I mean? So that's why I did it. And you know what I mean? So, hey, you all right? Say hey, Charlie. Say hey.
Hey. I got a question to ask you about your socks real quick. Did you have the socks with 3 stripes at the top?
Yeah, I had on my left sock it was the red, white, and blue. On my right sock it was the orange, green, and yellow.
No, bro.
I'm gonna have that hole in my sock. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a hole in my sock. I'm always wearing a hole. You know what I'm saying? My socks to work or something like that. So this one had a hole. You know how sometimes you get a little hole, right? And you can save it a little bit, man, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, man. I put it on this morning right here, like, I'm like, oh man, so yeah, man. You know what I mean? So
No.
this is all true story.
I thought it was the whole sock.
Oh, so the whole sock was white, man, but then by the toe area it started to turn like brownish. You know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fun guy.
I had lint balls. I had those socks in 1982, man. You know what I mean? So
What?
Yeah, those socks, man, they meant a lot, man. I got a frame for it. I put a frame. I said, thank you, socks, for the good service through all these years for me, man. Like, I appreciate it.
You retired the sock.
Yeah, I retired the sock. That was a good sock, man.
I am done,
Sock had
bro.
a good run.
We did. That was good. A good run.
Wow. So his last trip was to Walmart.
Yeah, so I went to Walmart. I went to the Walmart, right?
To the Walmart.
Yeah, because I met me and Josue Lo at the Tim Horton. You know what I mean? We was up at the Tim Horton. We was talking. And
Josue Lo.
him and Habibi came and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was telling us it was Ramadan, so I didn't know nothing about it. But then he told me, because I was like, man, Habibi, drink some of this coffee, dog. Like, he's like, no, I'm fasting. My brother, I'm fasting. I am fasting. You know, so, like, oh, okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So I apologized to him and I had to lay low a little bit. Man, so then went to the Walmart and I got the toothpaste and the toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
What brand toothpaste?
It was the Walmart brand. It was the Great Value brand.
There it
So
is.
I only had
That's the bad, dog.
57 cents, right?
That is.
The Colgate was $3.58. You know what I mean? So I had to get what I can afford. You know what I'm saying? Man? Like, hey, gas done went up. You know how it is, man. Hey, prices done went up, man. So you got to get what you can afford. So I got my toothpaste. It was for $2.58. So the toothbrush is buy one, get one free. So the toothbrush, you don't say you there, right? Yeah, so the toothbrush is buy one, get one free. You know what I'm saying?
I was there.
Yeah, you definitely was there. I seen you on
Yeah,
one.
you bought a Kibbles and Bits
That's what,
bag.
speaking of Kibbles and Bits. You know what? You know what? Hey, Kibbles and Bits, first of all, it's a right now. I'm doing something special right now with Kibbles and Bits, man. I told the homie I got something special lined up for Kibbles and Bits, so, you know, I was just in love with Kibbles. You see the Kibbles and Bits, we love y'all, right? So is our dogs, man. So I took my 3rd grade education level of arts and crafts. You know what I'm saying? I made a sign, right?
Oh, snap.
It say Kibbles and Bits. So I was like, no, I gotta go a little further.
There you go.
Oh, my
I made a
God,
shirt,
bro.
bro. I didn't make a shirt.
No, I'm not ready.
But I didn't make a shirt, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No.
I want to come GQ today for the Kibbles and Bits. I made a shirt, y'all. Kibbles and Bits. Hey,
I'm
our
done.
dog loves Kibbles and Bits.
Hey,
Hey,
that's show
Kibbles
right
and Bits.
there.
Hey. Yes, Kibbles and Bits. I told y'all. We love you. Hey, Kibbles and Bits, baby. Hey, dog. We gonna shout you out, baby. Hey, pick us up.
I wasn't ready for that. Hey, yo, we gotta be honest with y'all. We don't pre-record.
Right, right.
We don't go
You had no
over this
idea
stuff.
about
I had no idea about this, man. This is live, uncut, and raw,
Hey,
man.
look, I was like making it right. My little 3rd grade level education of arts and crafts, right? Like my wife looking at me, like, you crazy? Yes, babe, I'm tweaking for Kibbles and Bits, y'all. Our dog loves Kibbles and Bits. Yes. Yes.
Oh, man, that's
I
hilarious.
can't, bro. Like, I'm shocked that you actually bought that 57 bottle of.
Yeah.
It was probably even called toothpaste. It probably just said paste on that
Paste.
bottle.
That probably is, but it's okay, man. But as long as I got my Kibbles and Bits, we're gonna be all right. Kibble, you see, I can buy more toothpaste if you sponsor us. You know what I'm saying? I can buy the actual name brand Colgate.
Did you get Kibbles and Bits toothpaste for your dog?
No, they didn't.
I was about to
have
say that.
toothpaste,
Came
man.
throughout the
See, they had the breath mints, man, but it was $4.59, right? I only had that limited amount because the gas being up. I ain't got to get, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do it, man. But I will go there next time and we'll get the mouthwash, the toothpaste, and toothbrush for the dog for Kibbles and Bits. I'm working Kibbles and Bits, all right? Yes, Kibbles and Bits.
Put them guys
Hey,
on
help
that.
me learn how to get to an adult level art craft, you know what I'm saying, arts place. I'm in the 3rd level, you know what I'm saying, I can't talk because Kibbles and Bits, yes.
Kibbles and Bits got choked up, bro.
He's gonna
Hey.
get that soda onto your shirt.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't watch
nice.
it.
Hey, nice. He took me just now, bro. I wasn't ready. How your week been, nice?
He said, nice and tall, man.
Oh,
My
you
week's
good.
I
been
mean,
good, man.
truth, man. I'm confused right now. He got me. He got me.
You know, my week's been good, man. You know, a better week driving the trucks and stuff, man. So
Wow.
feel good, man. I ain't have to honk my horn at nobody this week,
what's up.
so just rode to my destination and back. So
Man, good to see you, man. My week is great too, man. Probably gonna go to the range, man, to tee it up, man. Get ready for the golf season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Got a
that
lot of
range.
tournaments lined up. Yeah, that range, not the gun range. man.
Marcel, really, let's go.
Going to the gun range, boss. Not that gun range. No killing rabbits. I'm good. But yeah, man, it's been good, man. Life is great. You know, you got peace of mind. Everything's all well.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to just kind of like briefly say this guest name. Y'all not ready, America. Y'all not ready, YouTube. He goes by K3. I mess up his name a lot. I call him KD. I call him KP. I call him, I'm surprised they didn't call him RIP. R.I.P. Nah, my bad. That's a song, man. That's a song, man.
Oh, this is a song. Oops, my bad. You see, I'm so fried because the kibbles and bits, you know what I mean? That's why, man. I'm just ready.
I mean, that's a whole other subject. That's a whole other topic for another day. I see dead people, but that's not the time right now. This guy, man, goes by K3, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself, everything that he does, but we want to welcome to the show, my man. Give it up one time for K3. What's going on, K3, man? Good to have you here, man.
Why you clapping?
He said, why to see you, man? I'm just glad to see you, man.
He looked at me like,
it's been a long time. I seen you, man. You know, I'm glad to see you, man.
He said, why are you clapping? He kind of looked at me like, what are you doing, bucko? So K3, how you been, man? Good to have you here, man.
I've been good. I've been good. Just a little tired from we went to Kentucky yesterday.
Oh,
Wildcats.
Okay. Yes, we went to Kentucky. My boy Brian, shout out to Brian. He's my cousin. He took us to one of his college visits, and it was like really cool. They had me talking to the assistant coach.
Oh, word.
Okay.
They had me talking to the assistant coach, and I got to interview him on my YouTube channel.
Nice.
Third Quarter Youth Sports Report.
Say it again.
Third Quarter Youth Sports Report.
Third Quarter Youth Sports Report. Follow that on Instagram.
On there.
Support.
So this Kentucky coach that you went to go see, he coached lacrosse or basketball?
No, he coached football.
Oh, football. Okay, football.
Why would I go to?
I don't know.
I'm joking.
Thank you for lacrosse. What is he doing?
I'm trying to figure out why he's in Kentucky, you know. Talk to the coach, man. Hey, that's what's up, though, man. That's what's up.
What else? Oh, well, I also have a podcast. It's also Third Quarter Youth Sports, but it's just Third Quarter Youth Sports Podcast.
I like that. This is a real show, so he's checking on his kid. This is real stuff.
Yeah, man. So when we was talking earlier,
like last episode, I did that with my daughter. Yeah.
We was talking earlier, and you was telling me about how you felt. So as in general, as a program, like what you noticed from yesterday, and then what you probably have seen previously from actually watching on TV and stuff. How you feel about Kentucky?
Oh my gosh, it's way better than I really thought. Cause I thought Kentucky wasn't as good. I thought it was just normal. But when I went to Kentucky, everybody was so nice. They were really comfortable. And it was really cool. I liked it. I really liked it because they had me, They had me taking pictures in the uniforms and stuff. It was super cool. Man, that's one of my dream things to do. To go to a college to take college pictures. That is on my dream list, and I got to do that. It was really cool.
So you got to put on the football uniform and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, and they have my favorite number too, number 3.
Let's go. Because they're known to be a basketball school, but it seemed like their football program is starting to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, the football program's getting up there now. They had a bunch of people. They had sophomores that was 6'5". It was crazy.
Man, just think of that. You and your cousin, man, y'all be out there together getting it in. I'm gonna have to be a Wildcat fan. Hey, go Blue. I'm gonna have to be a Wildcat, man. Shoot. That'd be dope, man.
Man, whatever this young man is getting into, man, which, speaking of, I heard or overheard you're part of some organizations. Or you're doing some outreach. What is that like, and who are you doing that with?
I'm with ICANN Research. It's where I make videos for researchers all over the world. I just kind of help them out with that stuff. It's really cool. We get to go to France. I'm not sure what the date is.
You're going to the France?
Yes.
Where the Eiffel Tower and all that.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yo.
That's dope.
That's cool. Oui. Bonjour.
Do
Do they drink coffee like this and bonjour? That's it, bro. So you're going to France. So when is that trip supposed to happen?
I think it's in July or something.
Oh, okay.
I think it's either June or July. It's gonna be pretty cool.
How many days are you going out to France?
I think a week.
Oh man,
It's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nice. So yeah.
Now you gonna have some authentic French bread.
I'm gonna get that bread. I'm gonna get that
He
bread.
said the bread,
Mhm.
French bread.
I gotta
Like,
eat that bread. I gotta see what they've been talking about.
Right, man.
so is the bread supposed to be the hottest thing out there? The bread, and like, do they got like?
I hope it's not.
Since it's France, I mean, are they known for French fries?
Oh.
Oh, y'all weren't ready for that. Y'all see what I did there,
Oh.
YouTube? Y'all see what I did there, corner pocket? They weren't ready. They ain't in the notes. Matter of fact, they ain't no notes. So, are they known for French fries? Do they make French fries in France?
I think they did. I hope they did because it's, I mean, French fries.
Hey, that was the funniest one, in there.
I hope it is.
Yeah, all right.
Well, what you name it French fries for?
Yeah.
Right.
How you gonna name French fries when it's not from France? Like,
Please have some French fries there for our man K3 in France, and use real potatoes. So the ICANN organization, how long have you been doing that?
since I was like 10.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. 10. It's just been really fun and stuff. Like you get to make videos. That you, like there's this one time where I went on a Zoom call with the lady, and she and we had like a whole 2 to 3 hour talking. It was really fun. I liked it a lot. So yeah.
What made you, or what connected you, or what made you get involved in ICANN?
Well, being an athlete, you always have to do something on the side. Always have to do something for the community.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my mom told me this.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to mom. Definitely shout out to mom. She had told me that ICANN, they had picked me for this, and I was like, oh shoot, that's gonna be cool. And then we just started thinking about it. I was like, we should actually do this because it's for the community. And most my cousin Brian said, he's really smart. He's a really good person. And Brian said most colleges don't even look for sports. Don't even look for how good you are playing sports.
Oh, okay.
They look for grades and what's it called? They look for grades and community service.
Oh, okay.
Always gotta have community service because they want you to be a great person.
How old are you?
13.
I need y'all to get this knowledge that y'all getting dropped to y'all. He's 13. He's already thinking about giving back to others and grades. And he's correct because I had two sons that were being recruited. They're looking for student athletes.
Yes, sir.
Get the key word, student. What are you doing in class? And how well are you doing in the community? Are you giving back? Are you active? Are you a good model citizen? Because they're wanting to bring those type of people into the program. It reflects that program. So he's absolutely on. He's 13.
13.
And he's telling you, he's shouting out his mom. Mm-hmm. He's shouting out, he's already involved. It's people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, y'all, that are not involved in nothing in the community.
Right.
He's 13. The man is going to France.
Shout out to my dad too.
Shout out to my man K McCall. Shout him out, K McCall. Go Cowboys. You know what that means. So.
Don't you like the Browns?
No. That's the high school alma mater.
Yeah,
come on, my guy. You should know that.
Don't you
know me and your pops played there. You should know that.
I just when I heard Cowboys, I was like, what? And when he said high school, I was like, oh, that picture, because I had a picture of my dad. I had a picture of my dad when he was in high school. So
come on, man.
I was like,
he's ready.
Oh, that picture.
I gotta show you my track picture. Your boy was cut. We was cut back then. Woo! But enough about me. We're on with you. What do you play? What type of sports do you play? And what's your favorite?
I play 5 sports. I play football, basketball, lacrosse, wrestling, and track.
Okay.
So yeah, my favorite sport has to be football. It's no brainer. It's gonna be football all the way pretty much. So yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to go to the NFL. So yeah, that's gonna be my favorite sport.
So what position? What position?
D and quarterback.
D and quarterback.
Quarterback.
Okay.
D
on the line, right?
Your apostle's a receiver, and you going QB? Oh, that's nice. But I heard something that was foreign to me, and probably foreign to our culture.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, lacrosse.
Yeah,
What's up with lacrosse?
What's it called? I have this searched up now. It says that like people playing lacrosse, there's 78% white like players playing lacrosse, and there's only 6.8% black or 7.2 of Hispanic or Latino ethnicity.
Wow.
So it's like it's kind of a problem because black people should like be playing more sports. They should like always go out, try to do something else. They can't just stick to football and basketball because a lot of people stereotype that.
I think it's probably like the stereotype. Like I said, people when you say lacrosse, you know, like I don't want to play lacrosse, and then you see the predominantly white folks playing it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't think they don't know about it. You know how fun.
Man, that's a white sport.
So
So
for the ones who don't know about lacrosse, can you explain what lacrosse is?
Lacrosse is this game where there's like two.
Hold on, let
goals.
me stop you. Side note, I'm telling y'all, black folks, this is what lacrosse remind me of. Y'all know the deep fryer baskets? You throw some chicken nuggets in there. We can run. Fryer basket, nuggets, run. Go ahead, KB. I'm just playing. Go ahead, bro. Hey, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I was just giving y'all a visual because that little thing look like one of them things you dip in the fryer, bro.
It does.
But go ahead, answer the nice question, man. What's the cross like? I just had to add that. That's what made me think about.
Alright, so it's where there's two goals, and I think there's about like 6 people on one side and 6 people on the other side. So it's kind of like soccer, but you have a stick, and it's contact sport as well. So you use your stick like to cradle and everything. You try to throw the stick into the goal, and pretty much just like whoever gets the most points wins. It's pretty cool. Like I like the sport a lot because like it's like a mix of football as well because you can like check people with your stick, like because I didn't notice because I'm new to lacrosse. So you can like push your stick onto like their shoulder. You can't do their back. So I think my mom has a video of me completely checking this kid.
We need that video.
Yeah, we want to see
We need that video.
Yeah, I think she does.
I need that video.
Other than that, it was pretty fun. I play like there's normally just offense, defense, and it's this position called midi. It's where you play offense and defense because defense can't go on the other side. Like there's a line that separates the two.
Soccer's kind of like that too, where certain players can't cross a certain line. Okay.
So like there's a goalie. Normally 3 defensive players, and 3 attack, or no 4 attack because the midi.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what they do. It's like say that New Albany, that's my school. New Albany.
Shout out New Albany.
Yes, shout out New Albany. Say that the goalie's like right here, the defensive players are surrounding the
goalie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the offense is trying to score.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You can like set screens and stuff. It's like a mix of a lot of sports.
Yeah, right.
Kind of like remind me of hockey a little bit too.
Yeah, it does because like you can get aggressive as well.
Yeah.
So
you can't tackle though, right?
Yeah, you can't tackle.
Okay. I'm about to say kind of around rugby, but rugby you can tackle that.
Yeah.
You know?
Rugby is simply. Y'all remember?
Rugby is a caveman football.
Right.
Yeah. What was that game we used to play like back in the day where it just be a bunch of you, you throw the ball up, and you catch it? Yeah, that's what rugby remind me of. It was be getting popped too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
No equipment, no helmets, no pads, no, just all out there. Boom. So how long have you been into lacrosse?
2 years. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. 2 years. What's it called? I started playing a lot of sports that I had never played before. Like 2 years ago, that's when I started playing like sports I had never played. Because I always played either football, and I wasn't even like as attracted to basketball.
Mhm.
Because 2 years ago, that was my first year playing basketball. Really.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like I just started to randomly get in these sports because like I just wanted to try some stuff, and I'm really liking the sports now, and it's like really good for me. So I won't have to stay in the streets and stuff. Cause like a lot of
13 years old. You already said.
He's 13. I'm just gotta remind y'all, like, you know, the cool thing about that is like he's spitting those facts. And y'all used to us doing the sports segment first. We are into the sports segment, but it's about this young man, K3. Right. One more time. Give it up for K3 in the building. I'm not going to clap because he told my man out about But I want to ask a question, like, does that lacrosse, when you're running the endurance and the, you're getting your oxygen, your calisthenics up, does that translate to help you in football?
Yeah, it does. But like, what's it called? When you play midi, that's the worst. Like, you have to have endurance because you will be tired. You will be tired. I will.
You play offense and defense.
Nah, yes.
So he can cross both spectrums, pretty much.
I only play defense because all you got to do is just like
Just
keep
lay back
your
there.
man in front of you or like lay him on the ground.
Okay.
Take take the ball and give it to your offensive player.
So then I've seen lacrosse on TV, and I've seen they have the ball and the stick in the net. How do you get the ball? Because the ball goes into the net. The net hangs low from the stick. So how do you get in there? How do you steal the ball from the defense?
So
I mean, you wait from the pass
sometimes-
and try to catch it. Or?
Yeah, well, sometimes what's it called? Defensive players have longer sticks than offensive players,
Yeah.
like because like the mobility thing.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive players like stick their stick in to the offensive player.
Oh, they
like,
poke him with it.
Yeah, they
Oh,
like
really?
poke the offensive player. You can hit him with the stick too, like on the leg.
No,
Oh,
bro.
okay, I was about to say,
No.
like-
That's
Somebody
why I
go.
play defense. I don't like getting hit with no
Hey, give me
stick.
a ball.
Somebody
I do
go.
not like getting hit with the stick.
Bro, no,
Hit upside the head
no.
like ding.
You gonna Will Smith
Oh
somebody?
no, you can't. You can't.
You gonna
hit
Will
him in the
Smith
head.
somebody?
It's just like a little tap,
Yeah.
pushing with it or
Yeah,
something.
you
like
See,
that.
I'll cheat like on your head real quick, man.
Well, ain't nobody looking. Right in the knee. Ugh.
I don't know
You
if I
play
like
it
getting
down.
jabbed in my rear with that stick like that,
Me neither,
I
man.
mean, yeah, you can hit him right there. You can hit him anywhere but the head, or you
I mean-
can't. You can't push their back as well.
So you can hit him in the shins and all that.
Like you can push him with the stick, and you can actually hit him with the egg.
You said you can poke him,
like,
bro.
So you can like swipe the stick at them. You
Yeah.
can push them, but like you just can't do it on the back because like it's flat.
The head or back.
Mm.
Wow, man.
I'll quit after that first poke. You know what?
Yeah, man.
Quit.
Like,
Hey,
Walk off the
AD,
field.
after this video, it's gonna be a lot of us going out for lacrosse. The ones that got anger management. I can poke somebody legally, like I can hit somebody with a stick legally.
Just
Yeah,
take
definitely
the
physical,
ball.
right?
And what's it called? Another way to like take the ball is obviously you can just like push them with the stick. It's pretty much called checking them, or you can hit your stick on their stick.
Mhm.
That's what I normally do because like I like seeing a player take the ball,
Yeah.
and I just like do this and just and you're like, what the where you come from? Where you come from?
Now,
Because they be getting ready to shoot us, they be like, ooh, and I'll be like, wow. I'll be like, nope.
Nope, not
now,
today.
what time of year do y'all play? When does the lacrosse season start?
Normally in the spring.
Okay, so y'all get ready for it.
So how,
I
how's
mean,
the
yeah, no,
condition?
we already played our first two games. We had a game tomorrow, but I don't think they had enough players, so we can't.
Oh,
play
okay.
tomorrow.
So how do you manage that with knowing that track season is coming around? Because don't lacrosse carry in the track season a little bit?
Yes, sir. I mean, lacrosse practice. Shout out to my coaches. Lacrosse practice is normally like about an hour and 30 minutes after track practice.
Okay.
So I go to track practice, get the lacrosse stuff on, and just go straight to lacrosse. So it's not really a big deal as long as like the practices aren't really like all together and stuff. I'll be fine.
Mhm.
Same with the games. The games, on the other hand, like track sometimes have games on the same day as lacrosse,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not gonna be a big problem because like it's still like separated. So I
Different
think I'll
times.
be good. Yeah.
About 100 meter.
And like, do the coaches kind of know like he plays lacrosse? I need him here for track too, so they kind of like got that. That's good, man. How are the grades? How are
My
your grades?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, they're really
Nice.
good. Yeah, I like how my grades are right now.
That's good.
Now,
I
with
like that.
New Albany, you're in the New Albany district, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is their grade point average? Is it different
I
to be able to
don't
play
know.
sports?
I think it is. I mean, I think it's at least a 2.6 or a
2.6.
2.6, okay.
Okay.
Because most schools are like a 2 point, at least a 2.0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2.0
2.0, 1.8.
2.3, I think.
Yours is 2.3.
You said 1 point, what is that, 1.8?
That was like 2.3.
My mom's is 3.5. So you know, that was, shout out to moms. Like,
You took it 2.5?
bro, I had high threes, bro. Like
Oh, what's
3.8.
up, man?
I don't know what my mom had, but she probably had like a 3.9 or something.
Yeah, your mom is pretty smart, bro.
Yeah, she's smart.
She probably had a
Same with
4.7.
No,
You
you
know what
know
I mean?
Yeah,
Which
same
be,
with my
that's
dad.
crazy, man. People be having 4 points on your pops is very smart too.
that. Yeah, I had to. What's it called? I had to search it up on my on like the what's it called on Safari or Google
Mhm.
because they don't got it on like the app that we used to check grades.
Yeah. Man, that's good, man. Shout out 13,
Yeah, 13.
involved in
Good
charitable
work,
work.
man.
5 multi-sport player.
And I really like when he said, because I don't want to be out in the streets.
Yeah,
That's why I do those
that caught my
sports,
attention
man.
too.
What's it called? A lot of people always get in trouble, and it's like sad because Like they be so good, they literally be so good, and they just get caught up in the wrong places. Like my boy Lynn Bowden Jr., he plays on the Miami
from
Dolphins.
Youngstown.
Yes. There was this one case where he was sleeping on the couch, and he would cause he got drafted, and the next week he was supposed to go to Las Vegas. So he was sleeping on the couch, and I guess the feds, they all come in there.
Yep.
They're like, oh, this happened. And like the main officer, he all checking names and stuff, and he sees Lynn Bowden. He's like, "What are you doing here? He should not be sleeping on the couch. He should be in Las
So he recognized who he was. Huh?
Yes. Yeah. Like he knew exactly who he was too, cause he I think he coached him. But like it's like you shouldn't have to be on it. You should be somewhere trying to do your thing.
Right. Yeah.
And he went to Kentucky. He was a Kentucky Rocket. He was a watch Lynn Bowden.
Yes,
highlight.
Dude, a
beast. Like, and you're right, man. It's like sometimes like people make it out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of it.
Right.
And it's like you gotta realize that. Yeah, you gotta realize that. Like once you progress, you may not want to go back. You know what I mean? Like still do for the community that you're from, repping them. But like that crew, man, you gotta switch it up. You're on a different level right now. It's not that you're better than them or you're acting arrogant and cocky towards them. It's just like, hey man, I can't hang out with y'all, man. I'm on a different little stratosphere right now. Yeah. I'll call you, text you, hit you up on the ground, but I can't come back to the I can't come back to the hood.
Remember that movie, The Blind Side, when he went back to the hood? Yeah. You know, they were hating on him and stuff, and he almost got in trouble. I mean, that stuff happens for real, you know what I mean? So they say you got to get that hood out of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I like that, man. 5 sport, man, high grades. Man, I went to Kentucky, man, doing charitable work. Got the 3rd quarter youth report. IG page. He's got the podcast coming out. What is the name of the podcast once it drops?
3rd Quarter Youth Podcast.
3rd Quarter Youth Podcast.
And you're doing that with a couple of friends, right? You got a couple of co-hosts there? Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Shout out to the 3rd Quarter Youth Report Podcast. It's going to be fire. We are going to be, hopefully we become a guest on there, man. I'd love to get on there with you guys.
We'll have y'all come on here. Y'all just do a whole show, you know what I'm saying? Turn the panel over to y'all.
It was a miss to promote, man.
Matter of fact, how about this, man? Get with your crew. Y'all can take over our set.
Right.
All right.
Y'all take over our set and do your thing.
Real nice.
And then, like, man, we're all about giving back and want to see you succeed. So, hey, man, our set is your set. Whenever you want to use it, y'all do your thing.
Okay.
So do you have a target date for when y'all gonna actually start?
Probably around like April 19th or 20th.
20th. Okay.
Cool. That's what I'm thinking about. We should be ready by then.
Okay, cool. We're definitely gonna be a part. You know what I mean? And you know, we want to be a couple of your first couple of how do you say? I can't talk right now. Your guests, you know what I'm saying? We definitely want to support.
Because he amazed by this young man.
I really am, man. I really am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening out for my daughter too, so I'm listening for her.
Shout out to his mom and dad. It takes a village, man. This man is a representation of his family. He comes from a good pedigree of parents. I know his parents. Like, they don't play. Like, I know his pops very well. Shout out to Kay McCall and shout out to his mom, Ja. Y'all did a great job, man. This young man is destined for great things. He's going to accomplish some great things. Sure. The man is going to France. That is still tripping me out.
Right.
He's going to France. I only have seen the Eiffel Tower on a movie or on Google. Like, this man is going to France, so I'm excited.
With his own eyes, he's going to see that stuff, man. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, so our platform is your platform, man. Talk to your crew. We going to hold it down for you guys. We're here for y'all. You got my number, your mom, you know, reach out. But I want to make a shift, man, and I'm keeping you here with us because I know you got some stuff that make you go, I got something, man, and we're going to switch the subject. This topic is going to be called things that make you go, I know that shirt right there that they got on right now is making y'all go, women, females, I gotta take the hood off for this one. I just got a question.
Hey, your hair, they say,
Let me do it again. Females,
got their attention, like,
women, queens.
Yeah, waiting that hair.
I got a question to ask you guys. please don't attack the comments when y'all hear this. Why do y'all, when y'all get y'all hair done, give yourself a concussion? I'm going there. I gotta, bro, you know, I literally, the other day, I seen something that y'all probably have never seen. I rode up on somebody, and she was like, she did a double pop.
Uh-oh.
I was like, why? I know I had this discussion with a few females. Your hair's itching. Why not get a toothpick?
Because the
Stick
toothpick might mess the pattern up, or the hair might come out and it's looking all sloppy and stuff.
Why
like,
not get a plastic fork? Why not get a rat tail comb?
Yeah, so I mean, ladies, when you weigh out, stop them there by the Popeyes, get you a plastic fork, and then go ahead, scratch your head while you.
Like, why are you giving yourself a concussion? You're gonna have CTE, man. Like, we gonna find out when you pass. You got CTE now. Like, you're literally in. I got it. It's itching. Like, did y'all ever try Blue Magic grease in the part lines or something?
Or why don't you just actually itch it?
Just itchy.
Just itch it.
Just itch it, man.
Just itch it. Like, so I don't.
I guess it depends on what kind of hairstyle they got. You know what I'm saying? They got it to where it's like gelled up and hard. They can't scratch. So I think that's why a lot of them be packing. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So that's what I've seen.
You know that one lady that accidentally sprayed Gorilla Glue all over her hair?
Man. Like, man,
I remember that.
Big time.
I remember that.
It don't move.
It don't move.
Yeah, that was definitely thing me said, on that one.
Yes.
Man. Like,
I just like it make you look crazy. Like, I know your mom used to say, if you got out of hand, I'm gonna knock some sense into you, but I think you're knocking sense out of yourself. Like, it's pretty hard. Like, I had music playing, and in my peripheral, I felt like I heard it, and I looked, and she was like, she was going in the two hand. What's the two hand thing? I don't know what that is. Like, I'm like,
that's when Baker say, "Come on, skibbity paps."
and then you know, like, I know, like, when you get your hair done, you don't want nobody touching it. You sleep like this. You know, you got 5 scarves around that thing. But I can deal with that. I just can't deal with you causing harm to yourself. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself.
It ain't causing harm. It just itching you're scratching their head for them in a different
They be
way.
hitting it so hard.
They hit it so hard.
Like,
you got here to smack.
Well, you know, and I'm about to, like he say, be in the comments with some smoke. Well, you know, women don't listen, so that's why they hard headed, because they keep doing that.
That's a good one, bro. No.
I'm gonna get fired for that one.
The comments are. Matter of fact,
as soon as you post this video, why you talking like that?
Oh God, yo,
the couch looking mighty right, huh? I guess that couch for them today.
Yo, bro, this subject has got out of hand. Oh my God.
Hey, you know, another thing that make you go, man. So we want to change that because I'm afraid of getting any more trouble. I know I'm in trouble already. But okay, so. Well, how about this, man? No shade to nobody when I say this, so I didn't see this a lot. Say you got 1 or 2 friends that's not your race, right? And y'all talk about becoming friends, and then the friend that's not your race, all you gotta say, oh, well, I got 3 so-and-so that's not my race. I got 2 so-and-so that's not my race. Or, oh, I got, as friends, like, and they continue to say
they got only 3 black friends.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, but I just want to say race, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's cool, man. If I'm your only black friend, or if you have black friends in the past, I don't care, man. Like, we friends now, man. Like, I don't see color. You know what I mean? So
why should it matter?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. It makes you go, because it's like, listen, I don't care if you're white, or if you're Asian, if you're Mexican, or whatever, man.
Like, if dude was colorblind and he didn't tell him his race, he probably would have acted the same.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
that's it.
There should be no. Like, oh, well, I have friends like this. I have friends like that too. Like,
but I feel like if people gotta justify, I mean, black friends they got. Sometimes I said no shade, but sometimes I feel like that is racist. How you know you only got 3 black friends?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's time you got friends.
Yeah,
that's it.
You don't have to say black friend. You know what I mean?
Like you trying to make a quota or something.
Yeah.
Like, I got 3 today.
All right, well,
I got 3
okay.
more today. I
got 3 more today.
Got 3 more today.
Right.
And,
Tally list.
just to try to put my feet in their shoes, it could be hard for them. You know, like they're trying not to offend you, and you know what I mean.
Right.
And I
But that's
think
more
they're trying
offensive. That's
to.
more offensive though. Saying that.
Yeah, right. Like just don't say it. Like okay, I mean, you know, I try to give them a benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean, but just don't say it. You know what I mean, just.
Yeah, I got a question for K3, man. So K3, and y'all was talking about it earlier. That's why I'm gonna wait to save this question for now. As far as music, man, why do y'all like this mumbling rapping people, man? Like I don't understand what word y'all are talking about, man. Like y'all hear or the beat, like yeah, the beat.
Always using auto-tune.
You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like
I don't even be listening to the music. I just listen to the beat because I'm a beat guy. But like, what's it called? I like lyrical rappers. I listen to lyrical rappers like J. Cole. I listen to guys like that.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
that new one inspired. The new J. Cole.
Yeah, I like that. So I don't know how or why they doing it, but
Yeah, it's the strange.
It's them.
It seems like it be like 10 members, they all got a mic.
Yeah,
You can't understand what they saying.
they
Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
it's crazy. Like
y'all got a sign language
Exactly.
coordinator? Like,
and it's like that's a terrible impression to be trying to mimic Wu-Tang Clan. Like you heard what they were saying. Like man, like you know what I mean. Like these guys, and then like I don't understand what makes me go is the daggone clothing. Like why is y'all pants so super duper tight, man? Like
And sometimes it can just like all saggy. It look like you still wearing a diaper.
yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Like take them little kids'
And
clothes
what's it
off, man.
called?
Like
My science teacher, it was during the chemistry class. She was all talking about what's it called? She was talking about the diapers because they have like on the inside they have like these Orbeez.
yeah,
They like absorb stuff,
Right.
and like you know how they like absorb pee, like gets heavier and heavier.
yeah.
So she was talking to boys. She was like, ladies don't think it's attractive for men to be sagging their pants because it looks like they're wearing a diaper, and it gives them flashbacks from wearing a diaper.
I like that one.
that's fine.
It was funny.
Especially if your underwears are dirty. Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Like got them dirty drawers, looking like some doo-doo stains. You got doo-doo stains.
Exactly,
Like
man. Like you don't want to see that, man. Like,
Yeah, streets.
he got doo-doo stains.
I swear, when I want to put a water gun, a little water gun filled with bleach, and see look like people walking around outside and do this thing and squirt it back. Straight bleach. For real, man.
So you was talking about you vibe with the music, but you like lyricist rappers. So like it sounds to me like you like that '90s era,
Yes, sir.
maybe early 2000s, but mostly '90s. Who are you rocking from my era, the '90s? Not giving away my age, but I'm a '90s. I like the '90s music. Who you bumping?
Definitely Ice Cube or Tupac. Like those two, they were very lyrical rappers. Or Biggie, like
Oh,
yeah, they had some good music and they had some good meanings behind the music as well. Except Snoop Dogg, because like back then in the '90s he was different.
yeah. What's your favorite song by Biggie?
Biggie, it was probably Hypnotized.
Woo!
Okay.
Biggie, can't you see?
Sometimes way.
Hypnotize me, and I just love that's your ways.
Another really good song I like is All Eyes on Me.
Yes.
By Tupac, yes sir.
There's one that a lot of people sleep on, but he collabed with Bone Thugs and Harmony called Notorious Thugs.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one?
I don't think I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fire.
Breathe.
No.
That's one of the coldest songs. His verse on there,
Yeah.
they all killed that. Armed and Dangerous.
Straight up. No, Angel.
No, Dangerous. Dangerous, Notorious.
myself, man.
Woo! We're gonna play it for you after we done filming,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
That song right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know a song I like by Biggie, man, featuring 112, Stars and Limit.
Yeah. I got like 2 hoodies like that. I
Yeah, I
have a
gotta
hoodie
tell
with
them
like a
all.
baby. Like when I go to school, it's kind of sad because like when I go to school, like some kids like, why is there a baby on his shirt? And I'm like, you don't know who Biggie is? Like, you, what?
Yeah, sometimes.
And the teachers all like, oh yeah, I like your shirt, I like your shirt. And like the kids like, what is on his shirt? What is on his shirt? What is that? Who is that? Like,
Know your history.
Another artist, check out. You listen to Nas?
They all be talking about like, yeah, I like rap, I love rap. Rap is my favorite thing to ever like listen to. And I'm like, do you know who this is? And they be like,
Nope.
who's that? That's a random. And I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah, random.
Like, I thought you liked rap.
Right, rap. Do you all listen to
What do you think
Nas?
about rap?
I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
That's very nice.
Get that Illmatic, the Illmatic CD. Yeah, that's fire right there. Whose world is this? The world is yours.
He was lyrical too, so you're like.
Oh my goodness, Nas is that dude. Last thing for me. Yeah, I might get in trouble for this.
Oh, you are in trouble, and then I'm right about it, man.
This ain't nobody on this set right now. This is just people I have encountered. I have Trident right here. And,
No.
why do people, when they know they are on tart, or they know they're on baby diaper,
Might be your
and
face
they
all the time.
choose to come up right in your bubble? I'm like, it's still COVID, and like it just blow your eyebrows off. Like,
My
why
eyes
do-
all be burning and stuff. Just
like why not go like real quick? It'll hit you back in your face. It'll tell your face, nah, bro. Why y'all still come in the bubble anyway, knowing that your breath is on foul right now?
Maybe they don't know.
Like, does that bother you guys too?
how do you not know? You always gotta make sure your breath smells good before.
Like they said, like your whisper stink, like all that stinks, bro. Like why are you here? And it's 6 feet anyway, but you right here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got a little trick. This is what I do. I get me a piece of gum, put it on my like, hey, you want a piece of gum? They like, nah, dog, you need a piece of gum, dog. Like, take 2 pieces right there.
Just take the rest.
Like I want to make you feel comfortable, cause like it ain't me, it's you.
Kids be,
But-
oh my gosh, kids be so addicted to gum in our school. I don't know why. Like they need gum, cause like I can't even pull it out my bag. I can't even get my own gum first. Let me get some. I swear I saw. I don't know so many people like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just walking in the hallway. I'm all by myself, right? I see 4 people come up to me like, let me get some gum. I need some gum. I'm like, dude,
You the plug.
I ain't get my own. And then I'm
start
running
talking.
out. I'll be trying to be all nice and stuff. Like, here you go, here you go, here you go. I got one more piece left in this kid. Come up to me.
Quarter per stick.
Yeah, quarter per stick. You know what I mean? Get yours, man.
I be having one last piece and a random kid come up to me, let me get some gum. I'm like,
$1.
fine, just take it, take it. I was like,
I'd be like $1.
I'll be all
Yeah,
closing it
$1
up sometimes
more.
and giving them an empty box and be running.
He said he got the gum. Let's get him.
All right.
Like
But
$1 and just look.
Yeah, man, just like keep some gum with you, some certs, some
Yes.
Altoids, like some Listerine strips. They got all things for that problem.
And along with your breath, man, also like wash up, man. Like don't try
Whoa!
to
My show's over.
Like if you smelling like carbureted liquid fuel and chicken water, man, like, I don't even talk shit.
Y'all smell like embalming fluid.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, bro. You mean tell me you didn't smell your armpits?
You gotta do better, people.
You sitting there trying to like, let me go. Wait, come here. No, bro, don't reach for. I'll get it for you, man. Don't reach, man.
He said, "Reach out and touch." No, don't touch me, dog.
Let's keep it that way.
It's a commercial used to say, "Raise your hand if you're sure." If you're unsure,
Keep your hands down.
keep your hands down.
Just nod your head.
Yeah. Mhm.
I like that. Because it do be some foul. And another thing, if you're musty, do not put deodorant on top of
Or
that.
cologne.
Take a shower.
Or
Yeah,
perfume.
you're right. Just take a shower, man.
You
Just go
become
take some
not
water.
musty, dusty. Like, because you add deodorant to must, it's dust. Like, you smell even worse. It's like an alcoholic trying to gargle with scope. Y'all ever smelled that?
That doesn't smell. That
I
doesn't
haven't
seem like that
smelled
smell good at all.
It probably smells bad.
There was a coworker, he gonna remain nameless, and he's not here with us anymore, but he tried that a few times, and I'm like,
Just brush your teeth.
kind of smell like black licorice a little bit. You ever smell black licorice or black jelly beans?
I stay away from that. I
See?
stay away from it.
See?
I don't touch
See?
it. I had never encountered black licorice.
That's what it
Because the
smells
way
like.
people talk about it, you just don't go by it.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
I mean,
I never liked it.
oh, never mind. That can be for some different times.
So Dave said, get fresh, stop smelling like castor oil and all that. And stop smelling like rubber noodle patch.
Yeah,
You didn't say all that. I said all that.
Yeah, just go on to the Walmart, get some soap, man.
Okay,
And the right value soap, man. You know what I'm saying? They
This
got it
soap is
right
probably
there.
like 80 cents too.
Yeah, man, be alright, man. Let's do that, man. I'm trying to tell you, it'll change your life.
Hey, David Walmart, can I ask you something? I got a pet peeve because you said the 57-cent toothpaste, right?
Mhm.
How much is the soap? That just says soap.
Yeah, the soap that just say soap, man, because the prices went up, man. So now it used to be $1, now it's $1.06, man. Like, you don't understand. Hey, what's their mind, man?
You just say so.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So what's it called?
Soap in all caps.
So, it's bold.
It ain't even in a box.
You
It's
got a
in
question to ask.
plastic.
This one is
It's in
soap,
plastic. You said it just ain't no, bro. I'm done.
All right, man.
I'm done, bro.
Hey, let's end this.
Hey, bro. Hey, they don't say orange juice. It just say flavored drink.
This ain't orange. That's it. Orange.
Hey, bro.
I can't.
I told you it was stuff to make you go, ooh. K3, you got a question, man.
All right. So, do you think shows back then would last now, like in these times?
No.
Talking about like Cosby Show.
Yeah, like black shows and stuff. Do you think that would last? Because I always wondered that.
I don't know, man. It probably depends on the show. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't think it would.
I don't think it would.
I think a lot of
Fresh
people would
Prince
get
would.
canceled. Yeah,
I
Fresh
don't
Prince
think
definitely
so.
would.
Yeah,
The only reason why I don't think so was because the reality shows took over. Because we weren't watching reality shows, we was watching those family shows and stuff. So that's why I think it wouldn't last. Man. I mean, it would be nice.
Me neither, because like I feel like the Cosby Show gave like this model of what family looked like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, family matters.
Mm-hmm.
So like keyword family matters, and on that show you saw that they stuck together as a family. Like shows now is promoting more about the me mentality. What can I do? Can I outdo my brother? Can I outdo what my dad didn't do?
Right.
And like back in the day shows, you had that family oriented.
Yeah,
Even the
right,
white
yeah.
family shows like Full House.
Yeah.
You know, like Boy Meets World, Wonder Years. That's an oldie right there. I had a crush on Winnie Cooper.
Man, she was so fun. And I watched Practical Jokers and Merv had a crush on her. Man, they set him up, man. If you want to see that Winnie Cooper interview with Merv in Practical Jokers, man,
I gotta go see it.
See on YouTube. It's funny, man.
Hey, Dave, she still look good, bro.
Yeah.
She still look good. But
I
I'm
love me some Sandra Bullock. Man. My wife knows.
You like Sandra Bullock?
She's
That's your crush?
Heck yeah, that's when she was on the net. Remember that movie, The Net? That's
Oh, yeah.
Like, man,
That's on Netflix right now.
she's cold.
The Proposal was she kind of turned me off about that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My favorite crush, I got all choked up when I'm talking about her. It's Holly Berry. I always wanted to meet Holly Berry. She's from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm still believing one day I'm gonna meet Holly. I ain't gonna try to talk to her, try to get on with her, but I just would like to meet Holly Berry. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm lost. I don't know none of these people.
Yeah.
Well, what's it called? The reason why I asked that question was because, like, I know a lot of shows now, they're more, like, cognizant of, like, LGBTQ and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, they weren't as, like, on that. They didn't really care. Like, a lot of shows back then, I mean, because, like, now people are more sensitive about that topic.
Yeah.
Because, like, and racism as well.
Yeah.
People back then, they weren't as, like, sensitive to that.
Right.
Like, they would just say anything you want to, and they'll laugh about it.
Right.
I mean, some people do still like that, but still, like, some shows would get canceled from back then.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I think also back then they hit it. It wasn't
Yeah,
more forthcoming.
there was more, what's it called?
Yeah.
There was more, like, hidden messages. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. People, like, even in the NFL before Michael Sam came out, like, he kind of hid that, man. That was a big thing, man. Like, because a lot of people are shunned from their family and society for coming out. So, I think a few shows would have made it now. I mean, a lot of the messages from the old shows are relevant now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, the family compartment piece is missing
Yeah,
right now.
it's
You
gone.
know,
It's taken away,
it's
yeah.
really gone right now. Like, people are all about doing me.
Yeah.
Like,
Putting on an
even
image, looking a certain way.
neglecting their responsibilities of their kid and all that. Like, you're just out here doing me. And it's
And
like,
now, like
no.
people, like now, like there's some TV shows that just talk about like not having no dad.
See?
It's
Yeah.
always
It's
never,
just
it's
openly,
never a
like,
dad,
yeah.
especially in the black community as well.
And it's like,
Like
it's
back
played
then,
over and over.
back then, there was always family. There's no way that you don't have a dad or a mom or a grandma or a grandpa. They're always there.
Always there.
Like even from the older shows, Sanford and Son, Good Times, Cosby Show, Fresh Prince, there's always a dad figure in those shows.
Or like just a family representation.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like Friends, they even though that none of them were related, they still counted as family. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
And now there's not that much. Like there's always somebody missing a family member. There's always someone missing a dad or
And they put it
or
in
the
there,
mom
yeah,
overdosed
right,
from drugs or like yeah, something like that. And I think they should try to change that and like honestly like put that type of family structure back together.
I'm
because
with you.
I like
a lot of
Yeah.
people, what's it called? A lot of people, they all be joking around like you don't got no dad, and people don't be actually having dads, and it's
Right.
sad. And like you shouldn't be talking about that, and it's like not right. So I think people should try to change the way that they televise stuff,
Yeah.
and in rap too. It also happens in rap
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I
So,
grew up without my dad. Like,
Same.
maybe the
Me
first
too.
time at his mom's funeral, I was like 27, and haven't talked to him since. So, like, you know, I felt like that I would go to games or have games, and my mom would have just a knucklehead there, and my friends would have their dad, you know? So, like, yeah, that family thing is very big for me.
It is.
Like, my kids, like, in one of the episodes, like, I literally, my daughter knocked, I was going off the set live. Like, it didn't matter to me. This corner pocket is secondary when it comes to my kids. You know what I mean? So, like, that's one of life's greatest gifts to me, is being a dad. You know, I love it. Can't trade it in. I was in from the womb, and I'm in it from the womb to the tomb.
It's like they make the like father not important. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
and it's like both parents are important, like together. You know, a kid needs both parents. You know, so mother and father. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I'm gonna sign a petition, of course. How come, like, not saying that it's a bad thing, but like Mother's Day is so much way better than Father's Day.
That's a
single
hum.
mothers, because what's it called? Single mothers, they always make sure.
It's just that women's month too.
Especially because my
Women's
mom,
Month, too.
she's a single mother.
Yeah. Shout out to his mom.
Yeah, she got me right here and like this. She got me doing all this stuff, and I really wanted to shout out to her because it really helped me out as a person. Because like for some people, mothers don't do that type of stuff. They just let their kids go anywhere. They let the kids do anything, and it's just not right. Because as a mother, you should definitely want to help your child out and actually help him or her pursue their dreams.
right.
Yeah, your mom is dope too, man. That's a whole nother show. We don't touch on that fatherless piece. That's a whole, we don't need the whole segment to talk about that. Like the ramifications, the effects of that, the history behind that. Like we're going to really get into that and break that down for y'all. But one more time, man, we want to thank K3 for coming on. Go check out what's that podcast and IG name again?
Third Quarter Youth Sports Report.
Third Quarter Youth
And,
Support
And
Report.
IG is 111 Youth Quarter Youth Sports Report.
111 Youth Quarter Youth Support.
We'll make sure to
Sports.
put that down in the link below so y'all
Yes.
can check it out.
Fire.
Support this
Check
young
it
brother,
out,
man.
sure.
He's on fire, and I'm in all of what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep up the good work, man.
Thank you.
Man, y'all got school. Class was in session by a 13-year-old. Professor K3. Man, you
Y'all
want
professors out here.
Oh, I forgot to say,
Yeah.
to anybody that is a part of the OST, I hate you.
What is that?
Anybody that wanted to give us homework as well,
Right.
I don't hate you, but I don't like you.
Yeah, why you do that to
How
him?
dare they?
Oh,
I had fun, I had 2 sports to do,
Right.
homework, and then go to testing.
Yeah.
Man.
You ought to be
Yo!
ashamed of
How
yourself.
dare y'all?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
He's
got the
looking
crazy
at
uncle
you,
over
talking
here.
to you.
Yeah, man, the crazy uncle. I'm not one crazy uncle that you shouldn't be calling. So yeah, man, he done called me. So what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all know
We coming
damn
up to the
well.
campus.
Uh-huh.
We coming up to the
Yeah,
campus.
I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow
Protest.
morning.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
we
what's
don't
up.
come
No,
up
I'm
to the
joking.
campus. We don't just.
Nah, he ain't joking. I'm for
No,
real.
we
I'm
come up
gonna
to
be
the
there
campus.
tomorrow, man. You hear me?
Yeah, I got my uncles up here.
What?
That's right.
Man, I hope this was exciting, man. This thing, man, bro, you gotta come back again.
For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Matter of fact, you come back whenever. Like I said, get your crew together. Let me know. Y'all can take over the set and do y'all thing,
y'all
man.
thing,
If y'all want to do y'all
yeah.
first
Sure.
launch from here, go do it, man.
For sure.
This is all yours.
Yeah.
Thank your mom, thank your pops, man. Shout out to your grandma, man. You come from a great village. I know they're so proud of you. We're proud of you, man. I am proud that we crossed paths. It's just a small world. I knew your mom and dad before I really knew you. And so it's just pretty cool, man. Thank you once again for coming on here and sharing with us, man. And good luck and God's blessings and everything that you do. So, man, I hope y'all been blessed, man, for tuning in to another episode of The Corner Pocket. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit that dark one so it lets you know when all videos are coming through. And we thank you for the support. I know the comments are going to be out of control. Sorry, women. We love y'all, man. Y'all are queens,
Yes.
but it's just things that makes us go. So until next time, y'all be blessed and stay easy.
I will
Peace from the
also
Corner Pocket.
ask my mom on why people do this.
Hey, man, the corner pocket. I don't mean the 8-ball. Boop, 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 boop. All right.